So, good morning to one and all. This is Satish Kumar, P. Satish Kumar, working as a assistant professor in CIET, Chalapati Institute of Engineering and Technology, Autonomous, Lam and Guntur. Today, I would like to give a small demonstration on the concept called arrays. So, arrays in C language. Okay, so first of all, before going to discuss the concept of arrays, let me tell you, so what is the need of an array? So what is the importance of what is the need of an array? Okay, so what is the need of an array? Suppose if I want to store 100 elements in consecutive memory locations, I want to give 100 variable names. I want to give 100 variable names. That's why, so in order to overcome this drawback, we have a concept called arrays. So coming to the definition of an array. So an array is a collection of similar data items that are stored in a consecutive memory location. So an array is a collection of similar data items that are stored in a consecutive memory locations. For example, if I want to store 10 integer values, I will declare integer array. Suppose if I want to store 10 characters, then I will declare character array. Now we will see the syntax. The syntax for declaring an array. So syntax. So declaration of an array. So here we use first data type, data underscore type, and followed by array underscore name, followed by so so these are called subscript. So two braces. So in that brace we will specify the size and followed by semicolon, end with a semicolon. So this is the syntax for an array. So let me tell you an example. For example, if I want to store so integer values, so int a of 10. So this is how we can declare an array. So this is one dimensional array. We have another kinds of an array, that is two dimensional and multiple dimensions. So we will discuss in another class. So let me see this arrays. So that is one dimensional array. So here how the elements are stored. So the memory looks like, so this is the memory. So here, so the array elements will store like this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these are called indexes of an array. So A is the array name and 10 is the size of an array. Size of an array, A is the array name. So here the what you call range. So range means that is from 0 to 9. So when you're talking about size, the size of an array contains 10 elements. That is the range 0 to 9. Okay, so this is the declaration of an array. Next we will see, so how to initialize an array. How to initialization of an array. So coming to initialization of an array, we will do in two ways. That is, one at compile time, second one at runtime. So what do you mean by compile time? That is, first one at compile time. So compile time means at the writing of a program we have to give we have to assign elements to an array. So this is like, for example, int a of 5 I will taking, so that is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how we can assign an elements to an array, that is compile time. Next, in compile time, we will also assign partially elements to an array. So that is partial assignment. Partial assignment of elements into array. So partial. So in this, so we will see, so int a of 5, that is equal to, so only 1 2 3, so here the size is 5 but we are giving only 3 elements. So what about the remaining places in the array? So the remaining places will store like this, that is 1 2 3. So what about the remaining things? So the remaining places will automatically, compiler will store zeros. So this is 0 1 2 3 and 4. So this is about compile time. So now we will see the runtime. So runtime initialization. So in the runtime initialization, we have to take inputs from the keyboard or a file. So in order to take inputs from the keyboard, we have to use for loop. By for loop, we will read elements into an array at runtime.